You've probably heard this same YouTube advice over and over, and you've tried everything you could, but you're not getting any subscribers. If you have a small YouTube channel, you've probably heard a million times that YouTube is like a lottery game. The more videos you post on YouTube, the more likely the algorithm will notice your videos and suggest it to more people. And that might have worked for some creators before, but is this how YouTube works right now? No. It doesn't matter how many videos you're uploading to YouTube as long as your strategy has three key elements. Number one, you should stop obsessing over the algorithm. 2, you should have better storytelling. 3, human psychology and persuasion. And 4 is another key element that I'm about to show you in the end of this video. Now, you might be wondering, all these YouTube gurus never stop talking about the algorithm. Why should I ignore it? Because it's not about the algorithm, it's about human psychology. I'm not saying if the algorithm is promoting your video, it's necessarily a bad thing. Actually, it's quite the opposite. But when you focus too much on keywords, thumbnails, and your video description, you forget what's most important, which is the video itself. And to get more out of the video, you need to understand the psychology of the YouTube audience. One of the best creators who understood human nature, even before getting started, is a channel that goes by Dad, How Do I? It has over 4 million subscribers on YouTube in less than 2 years, and this creator doesn't spend hundreds of dollars on thumbnails or editing. He doesn't even have fancy cameras, but he has a story which is way more powerful than any algorithms. Not everyone had a father figure around when they were growing up, and because of this, they don't have someone to call when they have typical dad problems. His popular Dad, How Do I YouTube channel is full of practical advice, how-tos, as well as dad chats and stories that'll help people learn and improve their lives, like how to change a tie or hang a shelf. That's where Rob Kenny comes in. Kenny lost his father when he was 14 years old, so he comes from a place of authenticity, and his story adds credibility to his personal brand, and he resonates with a large audience who've been through the same life experiences and circumstances. He could just start a normal how-to channel, but tweaking the narrative a little bit and talking to people's hearts, he amplified his voice through his videos and reached to a massive audience. That's why before you even learn or obsess over the algorithm, you need to ask yourself one question. What's your message? Why do people even bother trying to start a YouTube channel when there is more than 50 million channels on YouTube as of 2023? Of course, there would be many answers to the question, but most likely the reason you started your channel was deeper than simply looking for money. Despite the fact that looking for money on YouTube is a valid reason to start a channel, but if it's the only reason, it actually might not work out. Given that it takes so much effort, knowledge, courage, dedication, and perseverance to turn that vision into a reality. But if you believe in your vision, it's essential to then capture your why, the story behind your journey, product, or service, to develop a winning brand narrative. Your why doesn't have to be the same thing over the years. Ali Abdaal, for example, is at the top of his game on YouTube, and he doesn't cover one topic or niche on his channel. He covers many. He started his channel to help international students to get into Cambridge because that's what he could do and help people with at that time. Now that he's achieved financial freedom from the internet, he's trying to help people to learn about investing, productivity, and personal brand. His generic why was to help people grow on the macro side of things, but his micro always changes, which is very healthy for his brand's longevity. Now, after giving it a thought and finding your why, the next step is to ask yourself one question. How much are you willing to invest in your channel? If you're willing to allocate some of your finances to your channel, that is perfect. You may hire an editor or a copywriter who understands storytelling and branding to help you grow faster. But if you don't have the finances yet, you're gonna have to invest your time until you monetize your channel and be able to hire someone to help you. Because your team members are gonna be part of the equation of making good content consistently and not burn out, because at some point, if you wanna up your game on YouTube and make more money from these videos, you'll need a team to help you. So before you hire a freelancer to help you, you need to ask yourself, what tasks do you hate and bad at? If you love writing your video scripts, but you hate editing videos, hiring an editor is a no-brainer. Also, you need to make sure that you and your editor are on the same page. Choosing an editor who understands storytelling is gonna make things easier, and it will 10x your productivity, because you're not gonna micromanage the editing process to meet your expectations, but you'll rely on their creativity and storytelling style. The next step is not only to aim for consistency, but also make sure to improve your overall creative process by 1% every time. Aiming for virality is very useful, but you can't establish a YouTube channel only based on viral content. If 1 or 2 videos go viral on your channel, that's wonderful, but you need to realize that it's not gonna happen so often. So your goal should be improving your content based on your analytics, not allowing yourself to stress over your metrics, judging your videos performance by your metrics is a healthy practice, but you need to distinguish your metrics from your self-worth as a human being. If you're a YouTube millionaire but you're not a good father, a friend, or a colleague, your metrics aren't gonna make anybody like you. If you have 1,000 subscribers who love you and follow your advice and their lives have been changed because of you, that's pretty more valuable than likes and comments. And that's the sad truth about social media. It makes creators associate their happiness with their metrics, and it can make you do extremely unhealthy practices just to get more followers. But you're not just a number. Understanding human psychology and persuasion doesn't only apply to when you're studying your audience. Before you study your audience, you need to protect yourself from getting addicted to the dopamine hit of getting followers and views. When I mentioned the 1% improvement, I didn't mean only improving your content, but the way you present it. Do you remember when I said in the beginning of this video that YouTube success has 4 key elements? And 4 was another key element that I said I will show you in the end of this video. That created a sense of curiosity to keep watching the video till the end. Maybe this magical tip would be the one which is gonna make all the difference for your channel. By not feeding your guests all day, by the time they get their hands on that cake, it'll be the best thing they've ever eaten. You need to do the same thing with your suspense in your story. Build it up for as long as you can, tease your audience with answers, making them hungry for more. So once they get to the part that you promised to reveal in the end of your video, they will feel rewarded and they will like it. And that part that I promised to reveal to you is post-production. Post-production can completely change the game for you if you know how to use it right. And in this video, I'll show you a step-by-step guide on how to optimize your videos on YouTube and reach out to as many people as possible. So you need to watch this video right now.